So today I'm going to differentiate or show you the differences between the Adrenal and Cortisol Support formula versus the Adrenal Stress Advanced formula. They both cross over a little bit because, like for example, this one has trace minerals. This one has some trace minerals too. This one has nutritional yeast. This one has nutritional yeast too. So those are the B vitamins. This one has ashwagandha. This one has ashwagandha as well. With this one, it has more vitamin C, more trace minerals, 3 different versions of potassium. Potassium is a physiological tranquilizer. It calms things down. And all of these trace minerals are involved in a lot of different pathways, chemical pathways, that also are connected to stress, especially the zinc. Zinc has the ability to help modulate or control cortisol to some degree. And then this one has ashwagandha, which is a very powerful adaptogen, so it helps you adapt to stress. But I also added holy basil, which is another adaptogen for stress, rhodiola, and romania. All 4 of these support the ability to cope with stress. So these are adaptogens. So this is a really amazing formula right here. Now this formula over here has L-theanine. This amino acid helps relax the brain and helps a person be alert. So it has a bit of a cognitive effect. And then we added L-tyrosine, which is a precursor for adrenaline and dopamine. These are neurotransmitters that are involved in a lot of different pathways. Noradrenaline is the neurotransmitter that helps you stay awake. And dopamine is the kind of the anti-stress neurotransmitter. So it's involved in pleasure and it counters stress. Then we have something called organic grass-fed desiccated adrenal. Now desiccated means kind of powdered, okay? So it's broken up into a powder. So this is an animal glandular extract. It's an adrenal gland. It's the entire gland. And it can potentially give you all the precursors or elements that your body can pick from when it's missing anything and involved in making adrenal hormones. So this does tend to help people that are really burnt out. But this one is generally for the person who is really burnt out to the point where they have chronic stress and it's affecting their cognitive function. And they're maybe have like chronic anxiety, maybe even some depression. This can support that. Now we also have licorice root, where this one does not have licorice root. Licorice root has over 300 compounds, and several of those key phytonutrients are involved in supporting healthy cortisol levels, so this is very important. We also have zinc and copper at a really good ratio. When you're deficient in zinc, but you have high levels of copper, you can have anxiety just from that, and even depression. So I wanted to include zinc at a much higher level than copper because we do need some copper, but we just don't need a lot of it. And then this formula has vitamin C, which the adrenal gland needs. There's a lot of trace minerals. Chromium actually is really good for the adrenals. And we also supplied some of the other trace minerals that are necessary because when you go through stress, you deplete a lot of these trace minerals, as well as potassium, as well as B vitamins. So if someone has some mild stress, this might be enough. If you have some more stress or you have major stress, this might be a better formula.